What if everything you've been waiting for, permission, opportunity, timing, was just an illusion? What if the truth is much simpler and far more urgent? Creators are building global audiences without the help of traditional media. This is a new economy driven by one powerful force: access to tools, platforms, information, and people has been democratized. The gatekeepers are gone, the excuses are gone, and the only thing standing between you and the life you want is action. Teenagers are teaching millions through short-form videos. Coaches, coders, consultants, designers, and digital entrepreneurs are rewriting the rules of success. It's your willingness to learn what others won't, to try what others fear, to show up when it's easier to check out. You don't need a title, you don't need a degree, you don't need a flawless plan. You need to start. Not next year, not someday. Right now. That's how Amazon started. That's how countless creators, freelancers, and business owners began. No audience, no funding, no credentials. You can launch a product or service online in a matter of hours. It's mindset. The reason most people never rise is because they've been conditioned to wait for direction, to seek safety, to follow paths that are already paved. But the rise of the self-made requires a different mentality. It demands that you stop asking for permission and start owning your vision. Want to learn a skill? You have free access to world-class knowledge at your fingertips. Want to connect with people? Social platforms let you reach millions instantly. Because if you're not willing to be bad at something first, you'll never get good. If you're not willing to look foolish at the beginning, you'll never earn respect in the end. This kind of power didn't exist a decade ago. Now, it's yours to use or to waste. Just a choice to build something instead of waiting for something. The world is changing faster than ever, and those who understand what's happening right now are quietly rising. This isn't a prediction, it's a revolution that's already begun. The era of the self-made is here, and if you're not moving, you're being left behind. As more people catch on, competition increases, the cost of attention rises, the advantage of being early fades. Timing, once in your favor, begins to shift. And those who hesitated will look back and realize they missed a moment they can never get back. Look around. The signs are everywhere. People without college degrees are launching six-figure businesses from their bedrooms. This isn't hype. But here's the uncomfortable truth: most people won't act. They'll watch, they'll scroll, they'll consume, they'll wish, they'll wait. And while they wait for perfect conditions, those who understand the urgency of this moment are building. It means realizing that nobody is coming to save you, and that's not a bad thing. It's freedom, because once you stop waiting for someone to open the door, you start building the door yourself. They're experimenting, they're failing forward, they're creating their own paths in a world that no longer rewards permissioncy. It rewards problem solvers. So why must you act now? Because the window of opportunity won't stay open forever. Let's get something straight. Being self-made doesn't mean doing it alone. It means taking responsibility. Today, the most powerful asset isn't money or connections, it's initiative. Every self-made story begins with a decision, not a grand leap, not a flawless strategy, but a decision to begin where you are, with what you have. And today, the barriers are lower than they've ever been. Want to start a business? But let's talk about the real challenge. It's not tools. It's not timing. This means getting uncomfortable. It means facing uncertainty, taking risks, and embracing failure not as the end, but as the tuition you pay for growth. The self-made understand this. They don't chase approval. They chase progress. They don't wait for motivation. They build discipline. And most of all, they don't just consume, they create. It's happening in every industry at every level. And it's not reserved for a lucky few. It's open to anyone willing to show up consistently, learn relentlessly, and execute daily. The playing field has changed, and while others debate it, the doers are taking advantage. They understand that value is not in opinions, but in output. They know that waiting to be ready is just another form of fear. Your attention is being sold to the highest bidder every day. No one is going to block distractions, prioritize your growth, or make you log off and build. But those who keep going, who keep showing up, who choose resilience over excuses, they are the ones who rise. Not because they're the smartest or the most talented, but because they refuse to stay down. That's your job now. That's the cost of ownership. But with that ownership comes power. When you take control of your time, you take control of your life. Distraction is the default, but the self-made don't operate on default. They guard their time like treasure. They choose creation over consumption. They say no often, and they understand that every wasted hour compounds, just like every invested hour does. And how far you'll push, even when it's hard, even when no one's watching, even when it feels like it's not working yet. Confidence comes from doing. You figure it out as you go, and you adjust, adapt, and grow faster than anyone sitting still ever will. Because every second you hesitate, someone else is starting. Be patient, be brave. Someone else is gaining ground. Someone else is becoming who you said you wanted to be. The rise of the self-made is not coming. It's here. And your only choice is whether you'll be part of it or just watch it happen. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. If you want to join the self-made movement, there are 3 things you must master: your skills, your voice, and your time. The rise of the self-made is not a trend, it's a transformation. The question is, will you be one of them, or will you let this moment pass? Let's break it down. First, your skills. In a noisy world, skill is leverage. It separates you from the crowd. Whether it's writing, coding, designing, selling, teaching, or leading, you don't need millions of followers, but you do need clarity. What do you stand for? What do you offer? What makes you different? Your voice, whether through your words, your work, or your presence, is how people find and trust you. And trust, more than ever, is the gateway to opportunity. And the beautiful thing is, you can develop them. You're not stuck with what you were born with. In fact, the most successful people in this new era are those who chose to become valuable by mastering skills on their own time, through consistency and hunger. Second, your voice. In a world where everyone is connected, attention is currency. Third, your time. You must treat time like it matters, because it does. No one is coming to manage your time for you. Let's be clear, this journey isn't easy. It will test you. You will question yourself, you will fail, you will doubt. Success today is not about where you come from. It's about where you're willing to go. You don't need a perfect plan. You need movement, because clarity comes through action. There'll always be reasons to wait, but there will never be a better time than now. So stop waiting, start building, learn the skills, use your voice, protect your time, take messy action, fail fast, get up faster, be relentless. Because if you start now, if you stay consistent, if you show up with intention, your future self will look back at this moment not as a turning point, but as the moment you decided to take control. The rise is happening. The question is, are you rising with it?